Greetings, YouTube. Here I am outside on a lovely, lovely spring day. And I just wanted to make an addendum to my video about relationships. Well, something that Jason STL, another YouTuber, check him out and comment. He's got some good stuff. Jason STL was just saying how we talk about how we can't find a good woman or a good man, and between you and I you make a lot of sense. Now, currently, I'm single, but I do agree that there are good men and women out here. It's just that we overlook the good for us, and we always want what we want, but sometimes what we want isn't always what we need. And sometimes what looks good to us isn't what's good for us, and that's usually how it goes in the world. So I would go far to say there are many good men and good women in this world. We live on a planet of 6, 7 billion, I guess. So you're right. The only thing I would, the only thing I would add to that is also let's cultivate good qualities in ourselves, and that way we'll be more apt to find people with said good qualities. If there is a mate that you're looking for, be the type of mate you're looking for. I guess that's the way I have to say it. If you're looking for something good or you're looking for someone that is wonderful, you got to cultivate that wonderful in yourself. And this is not me being a proponent of a new age philosophy by any stretch of the imagination. This is just me saying that we, both men and women, should be cultivating good characteristics within ourselves and not attempting to just settle for just the first thing that comes along, or quit bemoaning and lamenting the fact that you can't find someone with all these wonderful good qualities that you say you'd like a person to have, because they're out there. They just may not be in the form that you want. And see, that's the thing. We're not picky. We're picky about what we want. Let me take that back. We're picky about what we want. We're so picky. We want what we want in the form, in the form of which we want, in the form of what we want. Do you follow? I guess I'm not making too much sense, but we want what we want, how we want it, and when we want it. We're like that picky. And maybe we shouldn't be so picky in that regard. This isn't Subway where you can customize a sandwich. This isn't Cold Stone or anything like that. This is real life. People come in many shapes and facets and colors and even personalities, even characteristics. So I would recommend just to everybody, I think, that there just to say that there are good people everywhere. There are really nice and wonderful people out here in this planet. And this is a miracle for me to say, because I'm someone who at this point in my life I have become disgusted with humanity in general. I work a job where I serve the general public, and sometimes the public is not always kind, the public is not forgiving, and sometimes the public is just downright like a Veruca Salt spoiled brat. It's just crazy. But humans are a mixture of virtue and vice. So there are good people out here. Do they look the way we want them to look? And then also, we've been deceived by pop culture. Let's keep it real. Pop culture has deceived us to death. And I was reading the blog of this other YouTuber. Her name's Lacey Green. A very attractive young lady. Also very intelligent young lady too. And I was reading a blog of hers, and one of the tips for self-esteem she had mentioned was stop reading beauty magazines and bodybuilding magazines, because you'll only feel more ugly. You'll feel less than adequate. You'll feel like you are worthless. As a matter of fact, watch. some of these videos. But just realize, look at some of these men's magazines, or look at some of these beauty magazines. And Chappelle even mentioned it in his stand-up, "Killing Them Softly." He's like, ladies messed up when they read beauty magazines, and each page you feel fatter and uglier, and you forget how beautiful you really are. And I think that too is something else. Pop culture has deceived us. Pop culture has lied, cast a spell on us, and we've been entranced by the glamour of pop culture. So now we're like, I've got to look like that in order to attract that. When in reality, people are attracted to people every day that you just are attracted to this person. They just have a certain draw, a certain pull to you. And sometimes it had nothing to do with their looks. Sometimes it just had to do with the very vibe that surrounds them, the very essence, the very aura that they radiate, you know? And I know that in my own personal life, I've been attracted to people that have radiated a certain charm or a certain style or a certain grace about them, and I've gravitated to them where someone else I may not have quickly gravitated to. So that's just how I work. Well, that's really all I had to put out there, was just that little addendum to the whole relationship thing. Just know when to let go, and also, as Mr. STL said, and he also talked about, like, we need to stop saying that whole "ain't no good nothing out here, ain't no good men, ain't no good women out here," which is a lie. There are many good people out here. There are many bad people out here. So just, I guess, just roll. I mean, I guess you got to roll the dice. I'm not a gambling man, but I guess that's the best way you get. The best way I can put it is, you just got to roll the dice when it comes to people. But also cultivate good characteristics in yourself, and maybe you'll find more quality people who share those things. That is my time, and that is my peace. Later.